right now we have some breaking Ripple XRP lawsuit news that is absolutely huge that all of you need to know about. Yes, XRP right now is sitting at around 40 cents, but there has been big developments with XRP and Ripple and the lawsuits against the SEC, because just today actually, the CFTC, which is basically like an SEC in the United States, but it controls commodities and futures trading contracts. But the CFTC chair, the head of the CFTC, walked back on previous statements regarding Ethereum and some other cryptocurrencies, and he said how Bitcoin is the only commodity. So does this mean that the CFTC now is siding with the SEC? Because it used to be that the CFTC was going against the SEC and what the SEC was saying, but after FTX, what has happened with FTX, I believe that the CFTC now is siding with the SEC, and the CFTC chair has changed his mind about Ethereum being a commodity. So now he's basically, right here as you can tell, is siding with the chairman, Gary Gensler, on this matter. Okay, so he's literally basically bowing down to the SEC. I don't know why he's doing this, but this could be a big blow to the cryptocurrency community if all of the cryptos are securities except Bitcoin. Obviously Bitcoin will benefit from this, but honestly, with this XRP lawsuit right now, there's no way around the judge saying due to Ripple holding a significant amount of XRP, they benefit from an increased price, therefore incentivized to act in the best interest, promote and be a good steward of XRP. Therefore, everyone that holds XRP has that luxury, ... And this person continues to say how that impacts the outcome of the case and secondary sales, I do not know, but there's no way around that unless the escrow was not there. I don't see how the judge could ignore that elephant. So this person believes that the judge will also side with the SEC and say that Ripple and XRP, that XRP is a security of Ripple because Ripple controls a huge amount of XRP in escrow, and they benefit from an increase in price because every month they sell millions of XRP, and therefore they're incentivized to act in the best interest, promote and be a good steward of XRP, which is fine. But does that mean that everyone that buys XRP is buying XRP because of Ripple? That's another question. This does not really answer that. This answers whether Ripple works on behalf of XRP, the cryptocurrency, but does not answer whether people that buy XRP are buying XRP to enter into a contract with Ripple, because most people that buy XRP, they don't care about Ripple really, they care about XRP. So that's another thing that we need to take into consideration. And this person makes a really good point, okay? So even if the judge says this right here, that Ripple benefits from a high price of XRP, that's why they basically think that XRP is a security. Even though that is the case, let's say that's the case, well, let's take a look at Painter A. Okay, so imagine a painter, yes, someone who paints. Okay, Painter A holds a significant amount of his own paintings and benefits from an increased price and acts in the best interest of his own paintings, obviously, right? Even if everyone who holds his paintings has that luxury, does that make these paintings securities? You see? So just because a security is a security in the traditional term, like security is a security of a company in the stock market, does not make everything a security just because someone holds a significant amount of it and benefits from a higher price. Because this painter, obviously, painters control a lot of their paintings, right? And they benefit when they can sell their paintings at a high price. But paintings are not securities. So yes, even if the judge uses this argument that Ripple controls a lot of XRP and benefit from a high price, that does not automatically make it a security. So we need to keep that in mind, that things are different. In 2022, digital assets are brand new, so we cannot apply old rules to a new asset class. Literally, the elements, the criteria that make up a security literally was created in 1934, I believe, was when the Howey test was created, like about 100 years ago. And cryptocurrency is brand new, so we cannot apply old rules to new assets. So keep that in mind. And you can pause the screen, pause this video real quick if you want to read this. This is basically an opinion by one of the largest lawyers in the Ripple community, XRP community, that basically is telling you what he thinks is going to happen next to the SEC lawsuit. So you can pause it right now. And this is the second page. Pause this right now to see exactly what this lawyer thinks, because James K. Fillon, a lot of people like him because he's basically a real lawyer and he kind of knows what he's talking about. So if you want to know exactly what he thinks will happen next, go back a few seconds and pause the screen so you can read it for yourself. But the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, said that on day one, he said that we will aggressively fight to get clear rules for the entire industry in the United States. So basically the rules from 100 years ago are not clear today in the cryptocurrency industry in 2022. And congrats to all of the Ripple team for getting us to this point. Ripple stood strong and withstood the SEC's fight. I look forward to being on the right side of history and justice. So again, old rules should not be applied to new asset classes, and it's very unfortunate that the SEC is going after Ripple and XRP, for example, when we just had what happened with FTX. And it's a pity. Humans are going to be humans. That's always been true and it will never change. And regulation should disincentivize horrible behavior, make it hard to pull off, and create accountability when some do it anyway. Tech that helps people with these goals should be lauded. And the CEO of Ripple said, I 100% agree with the statement that the SEC should go after people like Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX and not Ripple and XRP. And real quick, what is XRP's price prediction for Christmas 2022? Honestly, this is from CoinMarketCap and it does not look good. It does not look good at all, because this whole year cryptocurrency has been going down, XRP has been going down. But just keep in mind, just remember that just like the internet was called a fad literally years ago in the year 2000, before Meta or TikTok or YouTube or Google, before all of these big companies like Apple were all around the world, there were big news outlets, companies saying how the internet may be passing through a fad as millions of people give up on it. Just like today, people are saying, and news companies are saying, how Bitcoin looks like a fad and it looks like it's faded as the Fed goes all in on rate hikes. Okay, so people literally were calling the internet a fad, and that is gonna basically go to zero. And just like people are calling Bitcoin a fad right now. And also, years ago, people were saying how the internet was doomed to fail for unfulfilled promises, and again, people are predicting that Bitcoin is doomed to fail as well. Now, the internet collapse predicted. Now, people like Jim Cramer dubs Bitcoin's collapse Crypto Monday and says many tech executives call it a con and a scam. And also, the internet, is it headed for a big crash? And then people now today are calling Bitcoin a bubble, and here's why, and here's how it's going to crash. So a lot of people were talking crap about the internet, literally the internet, which we use every single day today for almost anything. They were calling it a bubble, a scam, a fad. It has no value, just like people right now are calling cryptocurrency in the exact same light. So keep that in mind. Even though this year looks bearish, I am still very, very bullish on cryptocurrency, including XRP, because, for example, this is a report by the Bank of America, and they say how about $84 trillion is expected to pass primarily from the baby boomers to Gen X and millennials going through 2045. And this could have serious implications for the financial world because, for example, people and investors over the age of 43 maintain and believe that the United States equities offer the best opportunities for growth in the future, but Young investors think that the greatest growth opportunities lie somewhere in the transformative digital asset space. Yes, digital assets are cryptocurrencies, and nearly half, 47% of the younger generations have cryptocurrency holdings. So we can say basically how 84 trillion, $85 trillion that is going to be passed to Gen X, a lot of it will go to cryptocurrencies. So keep that in mind, and that is why crypto whales are still extremely bullish on cryptocurrencies like XRP, because the SEC Ripple case will end soon and cryptocurrency is the future.